Today is Saturday and we're going on a trip to somewhere. I forgot the name of the place. Anyway, the point is we're going to stay there overnight and return by tomorrow evening. So it's kind of like a weekend getaway, I guess. And I have decided to document the trip because, maybe I can do a good enough job at travel vlogging, I guess. It's currently raining outside, but it's more of a drizzle really. But that would make packing things into the car a bit of a headache. But I think it will be alright. And I'm already packed and set to go. We just have to load the things into the car and we can let the journey commence.
So we reached Kodagara way earlier than we intended to at around 9:30 or so, and we had a lot of time to spend before it was our check-in time, and so we stopped at the Max branch over there and just looked around and did a spot of shopping before we decided to drive towards our resort. This was our first time visiting this resort, and because of that we had no idea about the way that we had to take, so we got lost a couple of times and we had to ask for directions a bunch of times too, but eventually we figured out the turning from the main road that we had to take. And yeah, after passing through a lot of these green spaces, we got lost a bunch of times again, and then proceeded on to the right route.
Off-roading, 1v1 like off-roading.
like a playground over here, and then I guess we're taking this pathway to where the restaurant is. Oh, I think I hear the sound of the waterfall. It's probably over there. I guess when we turn the bend we'll know. And there it is, the waterfall. It seems relatively safe, so I might come down over here. So I might come down here in the afternoon once it's a bit less sunny. I suppose it will be stronger during the monsoon. The water flow right now seems relatively lesser. I mean, it's still a pretty good waterfall, as you can see. Come into the water. Sorry. So now that we're done over at the waterfall, we'll be going ahead to the restaurant. I noticed that there's a lot of butterflies around here, like a lot of them. They're literally everywhere. I don't know, maybe it's because of the plants over here, because you know, certain types of plants, like the ones they have in those butterfly gardens and all, they attract these insects. So there must be a lot of them over here. The temperature here, I don't really know, I don't have a thermostat, but so the temperature over here, it's kind of hot actually, like the breeze, it's very cool, but when there is no wind, it gets kind of hot in the sun. So in the shade, it's like much cooler, but when you're standing out in the sun, I'm actually sweating. So I'm going to head into the shade for a bit because I can feel my hair boiling. It's quite uncomfortable. So other than that, I mean, that's just the regular temperature in these places. Because it's the forest around us, it's kind of cool. But don't stand in the sun for too long, I guess. It's really overpowering. I'm sweating already. So we're waiting for lunch to be served. It's currently 12:55 and lunch is supposed to be served at 1. I mean, it won't be served at exactly 1, but around that time. So we've been waiting outside the restaurant for a while. The setup, it's honestly just a small room where they heat the food they get. I don't think any food is prepared over here. I guess we can eat outside there or inside, maybe take the food up to the room. So we have booked the room for tonight and tomorrow. So we check in at around 2 p.m. and then we have to leave by 12 p.m. tomorrow. And since it's not time for the check-in yet, we're just gonna eat lunch and sit around here for the remaining hour, and then we're gonna head up to the rooms. So I'm done with lunch now, and I think we'll check into our rooms in about 5 or 10 minutes. The food was quite tasty actually. Like, it wasn't, so the food didn't really taste anything like fried rice or butter chicken, but it was like it tasted good, even if it wasn't like what it was meant to be. And it was very filling. So now I'm like really full and a bit tired. So yeah, I'm looking forward to checking into the room. Maybe I'll take a nap for a while and then we'll head to the waterfalls. Oh, it's a sliding door. We have 2 chairs and a table, a balcony. Does it open out? I mean, it's not really anything to open out into, but it does open. And then we have a television, a coffee maker. I guess it's just an electric kettle. Some stuff there. Now that we've gotten settled in, I'm going to head down to the pool. My mother and my brother are already over there. I just stopped to change into a swimsuit. This is what I'm wearing now because I don't want to get my regular clothes wet. It will be very uncomfortable in like cotton or linen material to swim there. So I guess changed into the nylon, and we're gonna head down to the pool now. I've also taken a shower cap because I have a bit of a cold, and I think if I get my head wet, it will be more extreme, and I don't want to get sick now. So I'm gonna just wear this cap once I reach there, and yeah, I'll show you the waterfall in a while. It feels really cool. I'm just gonna walk up to the waterfall because the stones hurt when you're not beneath the water. The water makes the stones more soft, smooth. Look, there's some fish in the waterfall over here, and it's like they keep biting the dead cells on my leg, and it's kind of ticklish. It's kind of like a natural fish spa. It feels weird, like not really ticklish, but like really weird. I'm kind of scared to have the phone over here because like I don't want it to get dropped into the water. How the waterfall looks from this angle. It's really loud. The waterfall is much bigger in person, I swear. I don't know why it looks so puny on camera. I think I might head down there in a while. I feel like the water is deeper than it looks, so I'm gonna go carefully. Very bedraggled right now. I can't really help it. Anyway, so I try to swim here, and the pool is actually quite narrow. What? No, the pool is actually quite shallow, and that's my brother in the background. Anyway, the pool is quite shallow, so I have to be really careful when I swim because the last thing I want is hitting my head anywhere around here. And this one, it's not really a naturally formed pool. So over here, there's a lot of these sacks filled with dirt kept to stop the water flow, and then there's some rocks there too to make the stream flow a bit more gently and to catch most of the water from the waterfall over here. And
The water is actually the water looks very clean and clear. It's like very clear, but it's still a bit difficult for me to swim in like a pool with the force of the waterfall behind it. Even though I may be a state level swimmer, I have never swum anywhere other than a swimming pool. So this is actually quite new for me, and it's quite risky to swim like with an unpredictable waterfall like this. Like, it's safe enough, but you have to take enough precautions. And then there are these little fish. These fish keep gnawing at your legs all the time. And it's difficult not to feel like a little unsettled when it happens. And I didn't bring my goggles along, so I can't really see beneath the water. That, along with the fact that I have my hair just like free like this. I've never swum like this before. It's always with goggles and a shower cap. So yeah, this is very new for me. So when I swam, it was also very disorienting. I got really scared. That's why I like stopped swimming within like 2 strokes, because I was like, oh my god, am I gonna drown now? But it's all cool. I got used to it, and now it's really fun to swim there. And the waterfall, it's like very strong, right? So when you stand beneath it, it really hurts a lot. I've never stood under a waterfall ever in my life, so this has been quite new experience altogether.
So I got back from the waterfall, I think maybe like 40 minutes ago. We spent quite a long while there. We were gone from around, I think, 3 p.m., 3:30 p.m. to like, what's now the time? Oh yeah, now it's like 6. So we were gone there for a really long while. And yeah, it was very fun. Like the water, after a while, it got really cold. And then I was like shivering really badly, so I decided to come back in, and I took a bath and changed into dry clothes because I won't get hypothermia, but like I'll get sick if I stay in that. So I changed, and now I think we're going to have some snacks, hopefully, because I'm very hungry and my knees hurt. Like, I don't know if it's because joint pain from being in the water too long, or if I banged it against something in the pool. But yeah, it hurts a bit. But other than that, yeah. Unfortunately, I didn't wear my cap. Well, it was deliberate. I didn't feel like wearing my cap because very rarely do I get the chance to swim without goggles or a cap. So I decided to, not wear it. And it was very fun, even though it was disorienting at first. So yeah, I guess we'll face any cold problems if it crops up. Hopefully not. I feel fine now and I don't think it will get worse. I'm having medicine for my cold now anyway. So yeah, hopefully the situation remains stable. I need to apply some serum in my hair because otherwise it will, as once my hair is dry, right, it will look like coconut fibers. Not a good look, I swear. I've also managed to do a bit of reading since leaving home. So every time we stop somewhere, like either at the restaurant or like waiting here, check in, I managed to read a bit. And I completed the book I was reading digitally, The Last Hope School for Magical Delinquents. And since this isn't a reading blog, I won't go into detail with that. I'll just say that I finished it. And after that, I have decided to start a new book now, a physical book. I'm going to start reading City of Ashes now because I read book 1 in the series many months ago and I borrowed this from my friend as soon as I was done with that. I really need to return this back and that means I have to finish it soon. It has like, I don't know, let me check. It has like over 400 pages. So I definitely won't be able to finish it on this trip, but I can make a solid amount of progress. It has started to get a lot darker and the forest is even more louder now. It's actually electric fencing across to keep the wildlife out, the dangerous wildlife out. So yeah, it's safe here, I guess. It's not like an elephant's gonna come by and storm off with this cottage's roof. I mean, I hope not. It's currently past 11. I think it's like 11:15, and I think you can hear noise outside. So the disturbance is caused by people like cutting the grass. That's why I'm not filming outside. Initially, I was going to, but then it's just very loud, and I would have to like scream at the top of my voice to be heard over that. Anyway, so yeah, I'm still alive. Nothing happened. It was quite uncomfortable, like last night, because we were sleeping 4 to 1 in, even though it was a queen size bed, it was hardly enough for all of us. And then there was a power failure somewhere in the middle of the night and we all woke up sweating because there's no fan in the room over there. So because of that, it was just a very disturbed sleeping time. And I think when I woke up, I had bags under my eyes. They're gone now. And I woke up really thirsty and I had a drink of water and I wanted to check the time to see if it's an acceptable time to be awake already. And it was 2:11 a.m. and I'm like, oh no, I gotta get back to sleep. So yeah, that wasn't fun. And then I woke up quite late today because of that at like 9:30. And then breakfast was idli, which I hate. So that was miserable. I did have some cake as like a supplementary breakfast and that was good. Yesterday, before I went to sleep, I read for the entirety of like 3 hours maybe. And after that, during dinner, we watched a bit of television. But other than that, there hasn't been much happening. We didn't bring any games to entertain ourselves with. So I just had my book. I reached up to page 100 and something of it. And that's going quite well. And now it's nearly time to check out. So I'm gonna see you guys in the next update because I've got to pack and we got to move out of here because the checkout time is 12 p.m. And that's it for our stay over here. It's time to head back home. This has been a great place to stay for the weekend and I hope we'll return here soon because the waterfall was really cool. I would suggest you all, if you live nearby, to go to this place. It's a nice place to get away from the hustle and bustle of everyday life. So until next time, see ya.
47 കിലോമീറ്റർ നമ്മുടെ വീട്ടിൽ നിന്ന്
5 more kilometres. 500 metres the next turn.
ഇവിടെ നിന്നല്ലേ വന്നേ അല്ല കേരള
Hi.
2 goals conceded. Sixer.
Nope, sorry, mate.
And with that, we've come to the official end of the video. I hope you enjoyed your time here, just watching a snippet of what I got up to in my gap year, going on trips and spending time with my family. And I hope to see you in my next video.